Hey everyone, and welcome to Bassman Studio. In this new video, I will be copying one of Da Vinci's enigmatic portraits called Lady with an Ermine. I decided to challenge myself and paint it in about 10 minutes. So during the video, I'll talk a little bit about the painting, give you a brief history of that painting and Leonardo da Vinci. And so sit back and relax and enjoy this new video from Bassman Studio. So here's the beginning sketch in paint. So I'm painting alla prima, very quick sketch, just to lay out all the compositional elements. And I pre-mixed most of my colors just for quickness after looking at the painting. And what I'm going to do is start with the background, which is a very dark background. From what I read, not the original background of the Da Vinci painting. It's been repainted. And the background, apparently the original was a bluish gray color, but we're going to go with the background that we see now, which is just a very deep dark color, which actually brings out the flesh tones and the colors a little bit more. And just going to block in most of the background in this color. And the reason I like starting with the background, it just pulls whatever I'm painting forward a lot more. It's good to work from background to foreground. And you can see it's very dark, and it has this beautiful illumination to it. So after laying out my main colors, as I said, I pre-mixed, so it was a very quick process. I'm just starting to finish blocking in the shadow area. We call the middle tone. So the area that's not too light, not too dark, at least not yet, and just putting in all the main shadows just to bring out everything, even the shadows on the ermine. Very quickly, almost in a cartoony way in the beginning. Things may look very cartoony in the beginning, but you can actually see the process work and start to see a three-dimensional quality to your paintings, and just getting a little darker in certain areas. But working all around the painting, I never focus on one area in particular. I just work around the painting, which is it's a good idea to do. So you don't want to just obsess over an area of your painting. You just move around and try to cover as much as you can as quickly as you can. Speed in art is actually very good because sometimes, especially if you're painting outside, you have to see things very, light moves very quickly, so you have to kind of move quickly yourself. The details could come later, of course, but the main shadows and the main color are at this stage. And just darkening the background a little bit more. And of course, Da Vinci's method, as mysterious as it is, would be much more laborious than this. But I have a feeling that he would have also started off with a very cartoony sketch in the beginning. And just going around and darkening the background a little bit more, just again, to bring out the figure. And you can see it's starting to pop out just a bit more because of contrast. And just going around, again, not focusing on one area. And now I can take a smaller brush and lay in the shadows underneath the nose, underneath the lips, just little by little. And even the eyes. Of course, the eyes are going to take a little bit more time later, but right now I can just indicate the position of the eyes with this neutral color and worry about the details again much later, and also the blending much later. And even the ermine, just laying in some of the color and position, literally like mapping out where everything should be for now. And once everything is mapped out, I could go back and I could blend, I could soften, the beautiful necklace that the woman is wearing in the painting. Unfortunately, I've never seen this painting in person. It is in Poland, but it would be great to see it. And little by little, so now I could start blending in the shadows just a bit more on the face. Apparently, Da Vinci and Renaissance artists would use their fingers to blend, which is kind of dangerous to do with oil. I'm sure some artists do it. I just use a brush to blend, and there's some amazing brushes that you could use that do the job very well. And again, just going back on the background and just sharpening areas. Because the contrast in the painting is so stark that she's literally cut out from that background. So when you're painting, you want to ask questions like, what can I see? And how sharp are the lines? And just going back, you can see it's starting to form just a little bit more. And I can't stress the importance of having really good brushes, by the way. Like, the better the tools, the better and easier it'll be for you. And again, going back on the ermine and just sharpening a few things and adding detail. But you can see I'm really preventing myself from doing any very small detail, especially since I'm giving myself this time limit. So just the essentials. And then going back again on the background, see, I go back and forth, basically. And just softening areas. And even the hand. Each digit of the hand, which is getting hit with light. And keeping it very painterly and very loose. And even letting the paint blend a little bit. That's okay. It's wet on wet, basically. So I did not let the paint dry. So I'm basically moving around wet paint. And now I'm just working on the face. Again, as I keep blending. Just to get that effect of softness, which is in Italian called sfumato, which is a very Da Vinci kind of like soft light effect. And again, just sharpening anything I could sharpen. If you see sharp areas, then you just paint sharp areas. And if you see areas blended, you blend those areas. And just putting in details of the eyes, which with more experience, you get more control over doing this. And again, having the right brush is important. You do not want to fight your tools in painting. So you don't have to spend a lot of money, but the better the materials, again, as I said before, the easier it is for you. And just, again, blending the shadows on the ermine just a bit. And there we have it, our finished copy of Lady with an Ermine. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video from Bassman Studio. Remember, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel to see new videos coming soon from Bassman Studio. If you have subscribed, thank you very much for supporting this channel. Remember, any comments or questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Any videos that you'd like me to make that I haven't made yet on any topic, art related of course, that you want me to create, please let me know and I will certainly consider it for the next video. Remember, go out there, be creative, do some great work. Don't let fear stop you from being a great artist. And I'll see you next time on Bassman Studio. Have an amazing day, everyone.